All right, let's get started today in child's pose. Just starting to ground down. Bringing your mind into this present moment. Letting any thoughts of what's yet to come today just wait until after class. Allow yourself this time. Maybe doing a body scan, starting at the top of the head, working your way down. Notice if there's any areas of tightness, pain, and then being mindful while you practice today. Just meeting your body where it's at today, not trying to push any further. Bringing your focus to your breath. Taking nice, deep inhales. Releasing fully on the exhale. Letting the inhales bring in openness and positivity. And the exhales release stress, negativity. And then on your next exhale, taking your hands over to the left, reaching as far to the left as you can. Stretching from the fingertips all the way down to the hip. Inhale through center. And exhale, take the hands over to the right. Feeling the side of the body starting to stretch. Inhale back through center. If you want, take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulders down and together, and then starting to straighten the arms. Maybe you straighten them towards the wall behind you, or maybe lift them up towards the ceiling. And releasing the hands down, sending them back towards the top of the mat. On your next inhale, coming up to tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And going through a few cat-cows. On the inhales, dropping the belly. On the exhales, arching the back. Letting your breath move you. Going through one more round. And coming back to neutral. Inhale, right fingertips rise all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, thread it through, come down onto your shoulder. Option to take the left leg out to the side. Left hand can stay supporting you. Walk it to the top of the mat, wrap it around your back. On an inhale, bringing the leg back in, using the left hand, pushing yourself up. Right fingertips rise and set it down. Inhale, left fingertips rise. Exhale, thread it through. Same options on this side. Leg can come out, choosing where to put your arm. Inhale, bringing the leg back in, using the right hand, pushing yourself up, left fingertips rise and set it down. Take some organic movement, shifting forward and back or side to side, big circles, stretching wrists, rolling out the neck. And coming back to neutral. Inhale, right leg goes straight out behind you like you're stepping on the wall. And left hand comes forward. Pull your belly button in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg goes back. And right hand comes forward. Push through your fingertips, push through your heel. Exhale, set it down. Back to the other side, right leg, left arm. And then on an exhale, crunch your elbow into your knee underneath the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. And set it down. Inhale, left leg goes back, right hand comes forward. On the exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. And set it down. Inhale, tuck your toes. And exhale, push back, down dog. Take your time, pedal out the feet, bend the knees, play around with foot placement. Making sure fingers are spread wide, pushing through fingertips, shoulders are engaged, chest is pushing back towards the thighs. And then on an inhale, come up onto your toes, bend your knees, push your chest back towards your thighs, and then straighten the legs. Inhale up onto the toes, bend the knees, push back, and straighten the legs. 2 more times. Inhale up, bend the knees, push back, straighten the legs. Inhale onto the toes. Bend the knees. Push back. Straighten the legs. On your next inhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands and fold forward. Maybe bending the knees, grabbing the elbows, swaying, rocking. Feeling the back of the legs starting to stretch. Releasing the hands down. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up to standing, reaching up, looking up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes. Send yourself or someone else a kind thought. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, taking a flow or pushing back to down dog. Inhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Interlace the fingers at the top, leaving the first finger out. Ground down through your feet, pull up on your kneecaps, pull your belly button in. Wiggle to find length between your ribs and your hips, and then straighten your arms. Try to keep them nice and straight, and then pull over to the right. Pulling your arms straight the whole time. Inhale through center, setting it all up again. Ground down through the feet, pull up on the kneecaps, pull the belly button in, wiggle for length, straighten the arms, and then pull over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Take your flow. Inhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Interlace the fingers again, leaving the first finger out. Ground down through the feet, pull up on the kneecaps, pull the belly button in, straighten the arms, wiggle for length, and then if you want, come into a slight back bend, keeping your arms by your ears. Inhale through center, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, take your flow. One more time, inhale, walk or float, top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. Big inhale. An equally long exhale. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe take movement in your ankle, your knee, or your hip. And then straightening the leg, step it forward, warrior one. Push through that back heel, all the way through the back leg, pushing that left hip forward. Tuck your tailbone, pull your belly button in. I almost forgot that this was express and went with power and was like, okay, now do another flow. On an exhale, open to warrior two. So used to teaching that last night. Flip your front palm, reverse reach back. And come forward, extended side angle. Forearm can come to the thigh or hand can come to the floor. Inhale, come back up into your reverse warrior, straightening your front leg as you come back this time. And then reach forward, drop down, triangle. Both hands come down to frame your front foot. Step your back foot in a little bit, toes turn out to the side. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten both legs, square your hips, and exhale, fold forward, pyramid. Pushing through both heels, pulling up on both kneecaps, and trying to square the hips. Keeping your hands on the mat, bend your right knee, and then you're gonna come into a standing split. So lift the left leg, and then start to pull your chest towards your shin, trying to keep the hips square. Drop your left foot down to meet your right, and on an inhale, come up into your chair pose. Weight is in your heels, tailbones tucked a little. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Bend the knee, open the hip, maybe taking movement. Straighten the leg, step it forward, warrior one. Push through that back heel. Pull up on the kneecap. Sink into the front knee. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, open warrior two. Back foot goes parallel. Still tucking the tailbone, still pulling the belly button. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse, reach back. Inhale, come forward, extended side angle. Pulling your right shoulder back a little bit, opening your chest. Inhale, back up into your reverse warrior, straightening your front leg this time. And exhale, reaching forward, dropping down, triangle. Both hands come down to frame your front foot. Step your back foot in a little bit, toes turn out to the side. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs, square the hips. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid. Keeping the hands on the mat, bending your left knee, stepping up into your standing split and trying to straighten that left leg again once you're there. Dropping your right foot down to meet your left. And on an inhale, come up into your chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, take your flow. Inhale, walk or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Setting up for dancer's pose. So you're gonna ground down through your right foot, pull up on your right kneecap, pull your belly button in. Right arm goes up by your ear, left hand comes out to the side, reaching for your foot or your ankle. Bring your knees back together. You can stay here, or if you want, kick into your hands. Equally reach with your right arm, hinge at the hips. Let your back come into a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, release, let it go, shake it out. Setting up for the other side, ground down through your left foot, pull up on your kneecap, pull your belly button in. Left arm comes by your ear, right hand comes out to the side, reaching for your foot or your ankle. Bring the knees back together. Stay here, or if you want, kick and reach. Exhale, release, set it down, shake it out. Next, we're going to do hand to big toe, but I'll give you lots of different options. So ground down through that right foot, pull up on the kneecap, pull the belly button in. That's always going to be there. Then on an inhale, lift your right knee up to hip height and keep, or left knee up to hip height and bend your left foot. You can stay here, or if you want, you can use your peace fingers, grab for the big toe. Maybe you stay there, or maybe you start to straighten the leg out in front of you. Try to plug your shoulder back in if you do that. And if you want to open to the side, you can. You can even do that if you just have your knee up. You can just open to the side. And release, let it go, shake it out. Setting up on the left side, ground down through the foot, pull up on the kneecap, pull the belly button in, lift the right knee up to hip height, flex the foot. Stay here, or if you want, peace fingers, grab the big toe. If you've got the big toe and you want to start straightening, this one's Allison's favorite, but it's probably my least favorite, which means I need to work on it more. And if you want, you can open to the side. And exhale, release, shake it up. Come back to the top of your mat. And big inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, take your flow. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Setting up for side plank, so right hand comes underneath the face, left arm opens up, taking any options you might want, dropping to a knee or a forearm, expanding your feet. If you want to take it a level up, you could lift that top leg. Left hand comes back down. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Setting up for the other side, left hand underneath the face, opening up. Right hand comes down. And slowly lowering yourself all the way down. Slowing your heart rate, slowing your breath, taking rest. Taking your arms out to a T. Using your left hand, pushing yourself onto the right shoulder, coming onto the right side of your body. Maybe one foot comes down to touch the ground, maybe both. Inhale through center. And using your right hand, pushing yourself onto your left shoulder. Inhale through center. And then taking your arms long by your side, palms facing down, legs together behind you, forehead to the mat. On an inhale, lifting everything up, locust pose, squeezing your shoulders together, pulling your fingertips towards the wall behind you. Exhale, release down. Setting up for locust again. Maybe the arms stay by your side, or maybe you interlace your fingers behind you this time. Bringing the legs together behind you, forehead to the mat. On an inhale, lifting up, pulling the fist towards the wall behind you. Exhale, release down. One more locust or bow. If you want to take bow pose, bending your knees, reaching back for your feet or your ankles, bringing your knees back together. And then on an inhale, kicking into your hands, lifting your chest. Squeezing the thighs together. Exhale, release. Let it go. Windshield wiper your legs. And pushing back into a child's pose. And pushing back into your down dog. Setting up for pigeon. On an inhale, lifting your right leg. Bringing your right knee to or outside of your right wrist. Taking your left leg long. Squaring the hips. And then folding forward, coming to your level of comfort. On an inhale, coming back up onto your hands, tucking your back toes, lifting your back knee, stepping back, taking your down dog, take some movement. And on an inhale, lifting your left leg, bringing your left knee to or outside of your left wrist, taking time, set it up, right leg long, hips square, and coming down to your level of comfort. On an inhale, pushing back up into your hand. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, take movement. And walking your feet forward to your hands, bend your knees, come down onto your back. Roll around, bring your knees into your chest, massage your spine. And then sending your left leg long on the mat. We're going to do that like hand to big toe, but while you're laying down again. So it's your choice. You can just squeeze the right knee in towards your chest, or if you want, use your peace fingers, grab for your big toe, and then start to straighten here. And see, it might be easier because you're not trying to balance on one foot at the same time. You might be able to get a little bit more of a hamstring stretch here. Yeah. And then if you want, you can open to the side, keep pushing your left hip down. Inhale back through center, release the toes, bring the knee into the chest. And then switching it out. Right leg goes long, left knee comes in. If you want, using your peace fingers, grab the big toe, start to straighten towards the ceiling. For this one, you would kind of want it straight up. I know. And then if you want to open to the side, keep pushing through the right hip. Inhale back through center, release the toe, squeeze the knee in. And send that left leg long. And then bring both legs in for happy baby, grabbing the outside edges of the feet. Pushing the tailbone down. You could take some movement here. You could rock side to side or straighten one leg or then the other. Bringing the knees back together. Opening the arms out to a T. On an exhale, dropping the knees to the left. Push through the right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Push through the left shoulder. Inhale through center. And take any last movements that are calling to you. When you're ready, finding a comfortable resting position. Letting your body release down. Feeling that connection with the earth. The back of the body is fully supported and grounded. The front of the body is soft. The breath flows evenly. Shavasana. Slowly starting to bring your awareness back. Small movements in fingers and toes, the ankles and wrists. Slowing the head side to side. Taking the arms overhead for one last big full body stretch. Rolling over onto one side. Taking one last moment. Feeling a sense of peace and calm. Knowing that you created that. You can come back to this moment at any time. With your eyes still closed, making your way to a seated position. And bringing your hands to heart center. I thank you for coming to practice today, taking the time to honor your body and mind. And thank you for trusting me to guide you. I hope the rest of your day is filled with happiness and love. Thumbs to forehead center. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.